We're on, David.
Hello, welcome to Pigeon Holed with me, guy with just regular, normal feet, nothing really untoward, and then this guy who I probably should leave because I think people are concerned that I'm bullying you.
That's all right. I can edit this any way that I want.
Yeah, but also, like, we will show your feet, and then they will see that I have reason to bully you. Like, you shouldn't be allowed to have feet like that and then no one address it at all.
I have a foot update.
Oh.
So I was sitting here last night watching television. I told you I'd got back into the gym.
Yeah.
I had KFC today.
No, I saw it when I came in. I was like, good man.
Off topic. But I did do 180 push-ups.
Yes.
Yeah, I started that. I haven't signed up properly or not getting donations. But
yeah, because this is was it suicide awareness or something?
Yeah, something.
And you don't give a fuck about suicide, so you just doing push-ups.
I personally haven't been suicided, so I'm good.
Yeah, fair enough.
I mean, once it affects me
personally, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Once you're a victim, yeah, absolutely.
I expect people to do a lot of push-ups. But the issue is because it's like 3,000 or 2,000 over 23 days, or it's a weird number. It's the amount of people who have unfortunately committed suicide.
Right.
And it's a push-up for every person. But I was like, oh, that's a good thing just to, for me to do. So I had KFC and then I did all those push-ups. But last night I started it and finished, and I was sitting on the couch. I'm clearly not doing 100 and I think it works out to be 140 a day.
Yeah.
Over 23 days, whatever that math is. So I was like...
What do you mean you're not doing 140?
In a row.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, stagger them.
Yeah.
But as I said, I got back into the gym and been running a fair bit on the treadmill, and one day one of my toes was killing.
Yeah, I remember you saying.
Genuinely killing. So I'm rubbing my foot yesterday watching Taskmaster on TV, which I think you write for the Aussie one.
Yeah, the Aussie one, yeah.
And then my toenail just fell off.
Oh! God damn it.
It was like the scene. Have you seen the movie The Fly?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. I was fucking Goldblum in it. Yeah, so they're even worse now.
So which toe doesn't have a nail on it?
This one. Actually, no, this one. My index toe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and it's so weird. It's not painful. It's nothing. It was when I was in the gym and stuff. I genuinely fucking
because it's the pressure building, and then
yeah, it's just one toe.
Have you ever lost it before?
No,
I've
had sore before, but never, because I ran 8Ks.
Yeah,
that's my benchmark now. 8Ks in a row. Thanks. I'm fat as shit. You can't see, but it's a fucking mess. But like, I think I'm so heavy. I'm like 120 kilos, or a bit less. But I think it's a lot of weight just punching down on my foot all the time.
I lost my big toe nail once, and I didn't realize that it grows upwards. It doesn't grow like long ways.
That makes sense because I was touching it and it was sort of hard.
Yeah.
And I was like,
it literally raises from there. It's very strange because when we think of our fingernails, we cut them and then they grow long, and so do our toenails. But if you lose the whole thing, it's like, it just raises from there.
Yeah, just because I think what has happened is it's died, essentially, the toenail. And then the other ones just started to push it up. And then I was just like, why is this so loose? What the fuck? I'm like, oh God, it's even worse. But yeah,
but it should come back better though.
I mean, it won't fix the curly toes, but
no,
I mean, the nail will be stronger than ever.
There's probably something that you need to do for that as well, like for them, like to assist it in growing healthily. There's probably a cream or something you should be putting on that. You should look into that.
Probably.
Yeah. You're not going to,
no,
I know, but you should.
Absolutely not.
As soon as I said that, I was like, what am I fucking saying?
No, I won't do shit.
I'll just hope for the best. I'll cross my fucked up toes and hope for the best.
I don't think I could cross them. We have a couple of voice notes. I know we're jumping into this early, but
okay.
I just wanted to just play this one because I've already listened to it, and it's a jump on from last week.
All right, go on.
Because the masses have spoken since my story of my child.
Oh.
Hang on.
God, how did I fucking forget?
Hey boys, great stuff with the new podcast. This question's for David. What's it like finding out your co-host Tait is a complete psychopath? Also, rest in peace to the loss of your son too, Tait. Gone too soon.
Gone too soon indeed.
Yeah.
What is it like? I must admit, for as shocking as the story was, I wasn't overly like, I haven't been dwelling on it because it does feel like a thing that you would do.
Yeah, I am dumb.
Yeah, no, not dumb and not like evil either. I know that it probably came from a place of panic. I think it did. It came from a thing where, well, initially like I'm just fucking around, and then you realize that you fucked up, and then you're like, I have to continue this. I do kind of get why you did it, but then I am also like, I can't condone it. It's fucking insane. But it doesn't surprise me that of everyone I know, you're the one who did that.
Yeah. I just, realistically, if you put yourself in those shoes and you made the mistake, right?
Yeah.
You probably wouldn't in the first place. But how do you get out of it once you're in it?
That's what I mean. Like, I don't know how you get out of it, because the only way out of it is to go, just kidding. And it's just, that's funny. It's funny to have a kid that died, is it?
Depends how they died, I guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Fuck.
I've been looking for that Winnebago too. The one I said.
I have too.
Week.
Yeah, I was looking for it because you said it was on the other street, and I was just like having a little. And they're huge too, but I haven't seen it.
No, it's lucky. I also haven't seen the man who yelled at me a few weeks ago as well
with the car.
Yeah. I've been really keen to get his.
You've been in the wars.
Yeah, I fight it. I'm dumb.
Fucking.
Like, this is the thing. Realistically, the dumbest people you know always have the best stories.
Yeah.
Because it's just like a normal person would be like
avoiding these things, and
I've always been a bit of a dumb person. Like, I do a joke about putting super glue in my mouth as a kid. That's 100% true.
I put dried bleach in mine.
Dried bleach?
So, like, I say bleach, like, cleaner. If it dries, it can look like icing sugar.
Oh, yeah.
So I picked some off the sink and I put it in my mouth because I thought it was icing sugar.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it burned. I didn't swallow it, but it was in my mouth and it burned like an absolute motherfucker. I was rinsing my mouth out. I was in so much fucking, but didn't tell anyone, obviously, because this is the dumb thing to do. And also, you don't make cakes in the bathroom, so I don't know what the fuck I was thinking.
Yeah. True.
Yeah.
It's prison.
And no one had made any cakes. Like, it's not like a cake had been made in the house recently. I was 26. No, I wasn't. I was a kid. But like, there were no cakes. I don't know what the fuck I was thinking.
Yeah, that's not the best one. I remember my mum passed me a thing of what's it called, a laundry detergent, and the powdered kind.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Oh, this smells nice," and I just went, and it all went up my nose, and it was like genuinely like being pepper sprayed. Like, it was brutal. Like, it was in there. I still remember it, and it didn't smell that nice. It burnt, and like, I was young too.
Yeah.
I also once, when Mum was cooking, she was doing something like shallow frying something.
Yeah.
With oil, and I just went like and put my hand in it. And I don't know why, just a fucking moron. But it wasn't hot. Like, it was like before. She'd just put it in there, and it hadn't got to like.
So you just got an oily hand?
Yeah, pretty much. It was warm, and I freaked out.
Fucking idiot.
Yeah, I've done some dumb shit. When I first got my car license, living in like rural Victoria, it's not that rural either. There's other cars and stuff. It's not the 1950s where one goes past every fucking 3 hours.
Yeah.
But I was driving, and it's a long stretch, and you can see for a fair while. And I know there was no other cars. I was driving, and I was like, I wonder how long I could just close my eyes for. I wasn't going fast.
Yeah.
And I just closed my eyes, and I did it for a little bit too long, and went into like the rough on the side of the road and tried to correct. And I just went like from one side of the road over to the other, and then spun around. And I was like, well, that was fucking dumb.
I do it when I'm walking sometimes.
Yeah.
If there's no one around, I'll just like close my eyes and see how many steps I can take before I have to open them again. Here's the thing. Self-preservation makes you open your eyes really quickly.
Yeah.
How the fuck were you driving for like 20 minutes?
Well, you go pretty far, I guess, in like 5 seconds, don't you?
In a car, yeah. Oh, isn't that crazy? You're right. You are fucking stupid.
Yeah, I've done some dumb stuff.
That's ridiculous. You drove your car with your eyes shut.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Like, it was
I don't even know what to say to that.
Clearly not a built-up area.
No, I get that. And
Yeah.
even if it was a long straight and nothing either side either, you'd be something in you would open your eyes because you go like, this is insane.
I hit the rough when I hit a massive pothole on the opposite side. Have you ever had a car crash?
Sorry. Just,
yeah.
Yeah, I have one. Little fender bender though. It doesn't really count.
I was driving, like, how old was I? 25, 26? Was going to get Hungry Jack's one night, and it had been raining all day.
Burger King.
Yeah, for you guys. That's a funny story because I believe that there was a Burger King in Adelaide.
Yeah, and they didn't want to sell the name.
Like mum and pop company, obviously they came and they were like, nah, we're fucking keeping this. And they won.
Yeah.
Is that not insane?
Wait, what do you mean? Why is it insane that they won?
Well, you would think a little company that would just be like, oh yeah, we'll take all the money.
No, they just didn't budge.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, good on them.
Yeah.
For like not taking.
But I mean, they didn't win though, because Burger King just went, well, fuck it, we'll call it Hungry Jack's. So that company or that little burger joint could have made a substantial amount of money and decided not. If anything, I would say they lost.
They won. They won in my mind. They closed their eyes and they just drove forward and they plowed into every other fucking burger joint. So I was driving one night and it was like a dirt road.
Yeah.
There's not many of them, to be fair. And there was big ruts in the road of like bigger cars driving in there and stuff like that. And they were all full of water. And I was driving too fast. Not that fast. Like I'm going to say like I should have been going 40 and I was maybe going 60.
You like aquaplane across it?
Yeah, so I had on both sides of the road, massive, like there's a good clearance of about 10 meters before like farmers' fences and stuff like that. So it's really, really open. It's just a dead straight. So I'm driving along, and then
eyes open, eyes closed.
It was pretty dark anyway, so they're pretty much closed. Yeah. So I'm driving along, and I got stuck in one of those ruts, and I kept on like hitting like. Because all the big amount of rain had pushed all the dirt and I was smashing into like my car and it was just, I was like trying to get out of it and I did a little bit too quick of a move and I just went whoop one side, went over the other side of the road. This is one where there's not many cars on this road, to be fair. And I just went over one side onto the grass and I slipped for about 20 meters going like sideways. Then I went over the other side of the road. And then I slipped for about another 20 meters on the opposite side of the road, like off the road, like just the clearing on the side. Spun around, and I remember just seeing a power pole going, I think I'll miss that. And then just cannoning into the side of it, and it just bent the back of my car. And then my car was like all out of whack, and I just drove home. And the thing I was annoyed about is I didn't get Hungry Jack's. And then I drove home for like 15 minutes, got home, and I said to Mum, like,
can I go get Hungry Jack's in your car?
Can I borrow your car? Like parked, showed her the car and she was like, you're so lucky. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Woke up the next morning, actually looked at the car. It was fully bent in, like the back passenger behind me, driver's side. It was like, I'm pretty sure if my head hit that power pole, because it had bent all the way in. Yeah. So I think I would have just headbutted it and probably died. Yeah. And I was like, holy shit. Like I was going like 60, probably by the time I hit the power pole, I was going like 40. Yeah. And I was like, wow, this is dangerous. Open my eyes more. Yeah.
Been in many?
Huh?
Have you been in many car crashes?
That's the only one.
That surprises me. I'm not going to lie to you. That does surprise me.
Oh, actually, no.
There you go. There you go.
Remember when I said that I was in the like a truck doing the labouring job up in Queensland and I was driving and I went into, it's called the Big Roundabout in Queensland.
Oh, yeah.
And I was driving in there and a P-plater like...
Yeah, I remember talking to you when that happened. Well, not when it happened. We weren't on the phone or anything, but...
But yeah, literally cut. He tried to get out of the roundabout, a 2-lane like roundabout. Yeah. Massive. It's called the Big Roundabout. It's got a name. And he just ran straight into the front of me. And I'm like, didn't you see me? And he was like, mate, you cut me off. And I was like, I'm in the left lane, mate.
Yeah, it's not that
and
works.
You've gone through this lane into mine and smashed into it. And I don't think I ever, like, it was weird, obviously, insurance and stuff. He started to arc up a little bit. Like, he was young. He was like 19.
Yeah. At you?
Yeah. He was like, didn't you, like, mate, you cut me off. And I was like, it was like 7:30 in the morning. And I was like, are you insured? He's like, yep. I'm like, this is a rental. Clearly we're insured. You're insured. It'll get sorted out.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. And he was like, yeah, fair enough. And then he was driving in Crocs, and I was like, fuck you.
Yeah, you're a fucking
That's
idiot.
what you get. That's what you fucking get. But I don't know who actually was at fault in the end because they don't tell you.
Yeah.
It was the rental company. They have their own lawyers. Good luck going against rental company, budget trucks.
Yeah.
Like an Australian-wide, they would have lawyers with retainers that are just sitting there being like,
we got this.
yeah. Fuck you. And I was like, oops. Yeah.
But also too, I mean, sounds pretty cut and dry anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it would be interesting. It was weird. I got like a massive letter in the mail saying like, hey, we've been told from his insurance that I did the wrong thing. I cut him off, blah, 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 blah. And then it's just a case of he said, she said. And I was just like, I don't, it's a rental truck.
I don't really give a fuck.
Here is my statement.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Yeah.
And that was about
How
it.
can it be like, how can that be the case? How can it be his word against yours when at the time, like at the scene, at impact, it would have shown that he was in a place he shouldn't have been in?
Dunno.
Like surely something, I don't know. I guess when no one's hurt, that's the thing, isn't it?
Yeah. I still remember when I had to when it was my insurance,
Yeah.
when I smacked into that power pole, they were like, just a few quick questions, Mr. Middleton. Had you been drinking at the time? And I was like, nope.
Yeah, fair bit.
And
with my eyes closed.
Yeah. And they were like, any drugs in your system? And I'm like, nope. I'm like, who the fuck's saying yes?
Yeah.
Like, what is the small amount of dumb people that are like, I'm dumb, but I'm not that dumb. You know what I mean? But I didn't have it anyway, so I was fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's obviously pretty. Car accidents, they'll get you.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah, I got
times.
into like one fender bender once, and that was it wasn't even my fault. It wasn't their fault. It wasn't my fault. We were I talked about this on stage for a little bit, and I fucked off because it's not even that funny. It was just something that happened at the time when we were in a school zone, and there was no crossing person. I wasn't speeding or anything. I was doing 40. They were doing 40 as well, I assume. But they braked like really, really hard suddenly because a kid ran out in front of them.
Yeah.
Like just ran out in front of them. They had no time. They braked, and I went into the back of them. And again, it was just like a boom. So it wasn't. No one was hurt. There was none of that sort of shit. But I was like, well, I'm not mad at that. That's the best case scenario. Like she didn't hit a kid. Say she because presumably. No, it was. But she didn't hit a kid, and everyone was fine. I was like, well, that'll do. Lollipop men, where are they when you need them?
I went to school with two people that one person went through a red light, I think. No. Someone went through a red light. They stopped, and somehow they got pushed into another car as a car accident. Very convoluted thing. But one of the people involved in the car accident was like 90, and they just died.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it was like this weird circumstance that they got pushed into another car and this and that, and then the
like
person
involuntary manslaughter or something.
Yeah, which they didn't get in trouble for.
No, but I mean, yeah.
And then another person, this one's crazy. I went to primary school with, pretty sure he was on his phone that they worked out. He killed a bike rider.
Wow.
Yeah.
But I mean,
yeah, it's a bike rider. Yeah. If anything, they gave him a medal, I think.
Yeah.
He just doesn't have to pay his rego anymore.
Yeah.
Gold class. Yeah, it's pretty weird, that sort of stuff.
Yeah, it's fucked. Like we do take some silly risks when we're driving, and we really shouldn't. I do it way less now from, obviously like talking to you about things that have happened and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah.
Yeah, because you can change someone's life. I worked with a dude actually, because I think I know two people that have been to prison in my life. And this dude, from all accounts, he was working night shift on the rail or something in Melbourne.
On the what?
The rail, like the
railway
line.
Yeah, sorry.
And it was very common for them to take meth to work at night to get through their swings.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
Yeah, and he was on meth, and he was well and truly off his swing like a few days after it type thing, but apparently you crash after it type thing because obviously you don't sleep.
Yeah.
And then he was driving to like his parents' house in back blocks or somewhere, and he fell asleep, and he had a head-on crash with another car, and like shattered his arm and hurt himself, and then he also hurt the other person pretty bad.
Yeah.
Didn't kill him or anything. They just broke some bones. Obviously that's horrible, but his lawyer was like, "Don't worry about it. Like first offense, you'll be fine." Blah 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 blah. And he was like, "All right, sick." His missus was like 7 months pregnant or something at the time as well, and then he was in court, and the judge was like, "Yeah, you're going to jail for 2 years," and he was just like, "Oh, fuck." And then he was just telling me stories of prison because he was a non-violent. Like, and it was his first time.
Yeah.
They sent him to that farm.
I was going to say he would have gone to like, was it Warraloo or? Oh no, if it's Victoria. But there's two here. There's one called Warraloo and there's another one I can't remember what it's called. But I know people that have been there. I know one guy who apparently had this huge. I don't know how much this is true, but this is what he told me. He had like a big tax debt, and they were chasing him for the tax debt, and then they eventually said, if you don't pay it, you'll go to jail. Mm-hmm. And he was like, how long for? And then they sent him to jail. He went to jail for like 6 months or something. I can't remember.
Yeah, he doesn't have his debt anymore.
Yeah, and his debt is cleared. But he goes, but I went to this farm that he went to, and he goes, you could, if you want to, you can just walk out.
Yeah. He was like, they literally walked,
minimum security, like no security prison.
Yeah, it's just a farm.
Yeah,
but he was saying that it was still like bad shit still happened because there's still like there's real criminals that have now done their time and been peaceful for X amount of years, and then their last stage is this farm. So it's like, so you have bad guys still there, and then so he was there for like a short amount of time. I think it was after parole and stuff like that, like as in like time served compared to actual year sentence. I think he was only there for like 14 months or something, which is still a long time to be locked up. But he told me this story, which is brutal. There was this real mouthy dude, like this, just a dickhead. And there was some bad dudes in this prison that were like just biding their time until they finished. And this guy was just real mouthy. And he was told, like, you don't mess with those guys. They've done some bad shit. They're on the end of their thing. So he's like, yep. This mouthy dude was always everyone going like a little terrier type thing, stupid little dog. And they fucked with he fucked with these dudes too many times. So when he was in the gym, what they did is they grabbed his arms, right? And then just walked over with like a 50-kilo dumbbell and just dropped him on his arms and just snapped his arms. Yeah. And then they, and
then they're out of the farm prison and back into.
He didn't dob on him.
Oh,
yeah, because he was like, well, like I'll get in a lot more because it was only a few of them that did it, but there's still X amount of other people that are part of that, and it was like, well, So yeah, he didn't dob on him and just took it as like, well, I was being a fuckwit.
Did they do it to both of his arms?
They did to both of his arms. Yeah, they snapped his arms.
Fuck.
And the dude said that guy, he was a big dude that I worked with. He said when he first got there was like this dude who'd like an accountant that did like fraud, but thought he was like a real hard dude.
Yeah.
And he like stepped up to him on the first day and got into his face. And he's like, I'd been fighting all my life. He's like, I probably should have been in prison a lot earlier.
Yeah.
He's like done meth and all that sort of stuff. And he just battered him. And he was just like, yeah, he just left me alone after that. He was like weirdly getting in my face for some strange reason. I was like, well, it's prison. I guess I just smack him. Yeah, good old prison. I don't think I'd do well there, to be fair.
No, I don't think I would either. And I don't want to go and find out. I love that Chris Wainhouse joke about he went to prison and he didn't know that he was going to prison. And he goes, as in like he had to go to court, but he didn't know that from court he was going to prison.
Oh.
He goes, I'll be honest, prison ruined court for me. I don't think I'll ever go to court again.
It's funny. Yeah, he is a superstar. Oh, Chris.
One of the best.
But yeah, I think I've had dreams in we're talking about the last podcast, so those crazy dreams you have. I think I've had dreams of like I'm going to prison, but I've never actually gone to prison. Like it's just in that court case and the lead up.
I know people that have gone and then they're like, oh, I'm going to prison on, and then there's this date and they're at home.
That's so
weird. They're not like a risk or anything, but they have to go in like the next week or so. And it's like, I think your life is for me, it feels like your life is fucked, almost over.
Yeah.
At the point where you're going to be going to jail for like however long.
Yep.
Like you've absolutely hit rock bottom, but you're there at home playing on your PlayStation, tweeting, ready, going like, oh yeah, I'm going to be in jail in like a week or so for the next 2 years.
Just be like, hey guys, it might be sort of hard for me to reply to these messages.
Yeah.
I can't do Sunday league football.
Yeah.
Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'd just be like, I'm out. I'd just be a fugitive.
Really?
I don't know.
Just
Actually,
not go.
If that was the case, I'm probably only going for a short amount of time.
That's true. If you're hanging out, you're probably
it's like
low
2
risk
years.
and you're not good. Yeah. If you're like a violent offender, they just fucking take you and then
you go to remand center.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll pause here. Prison wouldn't be my go-to.
Prison, we do not recommend it.
If you've been to prison, because there's chances of like some people listening to this podcast, where our downloads are pretty high, which is great. Let us know. If you know someone who's been to prison, get them to send a voice note.
Andrew Hamilton.
Oh yeah, you've opened for him a fair few times.
Yeah, he's a bit of a superstar now. He went to prison for selling mushrooms, and well, to be honest, he went to prison I think because he had a lot of stuff on him.
yeah, that is pretty. It should be so weird.
Well, especially because I think they're legal now.
I don't know. I think he does. Like, I'm sure I've heard one of his jokes say, like, it's strange that.
Yeah, because now he what was it, getting the therapy or whatever for the PTSD that he got from. Oh no, he gets prescribed mushrooms to deal with the PTSD he got from going to prison selling mushrooms.
Yeah,
I think that's the joke.
That is. It must be very strange because in America there would be so many people who went to prison for like third strike drug offense,
and it's a minimal amount of weed or whatever.
Yeah.
And now,
you can
just
like you can just walk into a dispensary.
But I think that's the big thing over there, isn't it? It's like get those cunts out. But it's like, well, you broke the law at the time. I don't agree with it, but that's the thing, isn't it? It's like you didn't obey the laws of society when it was a law.
Yeah.
So that's why you're not getting out.
Yeah, it's
because it was for that particular offense, but it's still like, well, you chose to break a law.
Yeah.
So I do get it, but it's fucked. They should just let him out.
All right, we have one from a gentleman here. I should say a voice note for the people who can't see what I'm doing.
Pigeons, Jez from Melbourne here, loving your work. I'm doing a road trip through Alaska, going to go to Anchorage and Juneau. Love to get your thoughts and your intel on those places. Cheers.
Well, I will say, make sure you keep your eyes open the whole time. It doesn't really matter how straight you think the road is. If you think there's any obstacles in the way or people coming, try to drive with your eyes.
That is
open.
One place that you probably could drive for a long time because it's crazy that you can just see for like kilometers and kilometers or miles, as you guys say.
But that's the way here. There's plenty of roads. In WA especially, there's plenty of roads where it's just fucking straight.
Is the Nullarbor just that?
The Nullabor's like 90 miles of it. It's literally called the 90-mile straight. But then you have the Stewart Highway leading in to Alice Springs from Broome. That's pretty much the same. There's parts of that are just fucking straight as an arrow. They're kind of like, they're amazing when you're in them a little bit, but then it's also like this is boring.
Yeah,
there's nothing around. It's pretty boring. I really like that barren sort of landscape where you look like, holy fuck, this is impressively fucking depressing. There's nothing around. It's like there is nothing. Nothing can live here. It's too hot. It's too fucking dry. It's rat shit. But it's really amazing to like be in it for a bit.
Just post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, that's how it feels. But then like, have you been to the Kimberleys here? That's a crazy, weird, like greenish sort of landscape in this red dust, like all these trees and like cool hills and stuff.
I saw a picture once of a giant python eating like a wallaby in the Kimberleys. And I was like, holy shit. It was huge. Like from the movie Anaconda.
We had it was a python. It was like a carpet python coming to when we lived a bit more rurally, we had an aviary and it came into the aviary, ate a bird and then couldn't get out again because it had it in it.
You had to throw it up.
I just called the wildlife carer for like the area and they came out and said it was a really old snake. Like they were really impressed with like the age and the health of this snake. Yeah, she was like, I can't remember. But I think she was like 20 years old or something. Like this was an old and a big fucking snake. So the wildlife carer just took her and dropped her off somewhere where she said it would be like safe for her to be.
Sold it to China on the black market for
they're
$2
so impressive
billion.
though.
Yeah, it's crazy. They're just dinosaurs.
But they're horror. Like I fucking hate them.
Really?
As soon as I saw it, I was just like,
snake all day over spider. I'm team snake.
Well, I can destroy a spider with like a fucking flick of something or whatever. A snake, like they're just different.
Yeah, they're creepy. Going back to Jeremy's thing. So Alaska, Anchorage, that's where the bear story happened.
Yeah.
When I was in the tent that time. So if you camp in Jez, make sure to get some bear mace because there be bears. So that was sketchy. And this is honestly, if you get the opportunity to do this, this is a weird one. And somehow it's just worked perfectly into our prison stuff, which I am genuinely happy about. When I was in Juneau, my friend had just got done drink driving.
Right.
So DUI in the States.
Yeah.
Unfortunate, she messed up. She had to go to court.
Was she from there?
Yep.
Okay.
Born and raised. And she was going to court like the next week when we were there. And we're like, can we come? And she was like, yeah, I guess. Because it was like just a small court type thing.
Yeah.
So we were like, we had nothing to do. We're like,
like a town hall or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much. It was like a real court place. Like guards and stuff. Obviously, it's America. Everyone's got a bazooka and, you know, nunchucks. So we go into the courtroom. We're sitting down. And there's literally just a bulletin of like, today is drink driving charges.
Oh, who they're seeing.
Yeah. And it was just like a massive list of them. But
does it tell you what they've done? It's like names and what they've done, or
mate, they name and shame in the paper.
Yeah, because I was going to say like that is a done thing in a lot of places. I've never really noticed it here, but they do it back home in England.
Yep.
So like so and so was arrested for this and tried and convicted of this. It's like
So they give you blah 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 was arrested of this. They will be in court on this date, and I was just like, okay,
superstar.
So we went there. Right, we went to watch my friend. I didn't know this. At the very beginning, they actually have real criminals.
Yeah.
Full orange jumpsuits,
cuffed
chained up,
and,
cuffed.
Yeah.
And they do those people first. And I'm like, this is the greatest day of my life.
I should have got here earlier.
Yeah. No, we saw the start of it.
Oh, okay, nice.
Yeah, so it's so good. So I remember a few cases. One dude was trespassing. He was his own, like, he didn't have his own representation. He's doing this big spiel, like, you know, I was here and there, I was doing this, blah, blah, blah. And the judge was like, oh, that's like fair. Like, you know, it sounds like wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
And then is it the district attorney? Is that the one who's like on behalf of like the state?
I think so.
Was just like.
I only know this from TV.
Yeah, me too. He was just like, judge, can I just say my part? She's like, yeah, sure. It's like, yeah, Mr. Blah, blah, blah has been done for trespassing 55 times. He's been in and out of court 16 times. He's done like everything. And the judge is just like, all right. And then just sends him to jail.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Pretty short. I think it was like 6 months.
Yeah.
And then the next one was a lady who was living in a different state, like the other side of America, didn't realize she had a warrant for her arrest, right? And just handed herself in.
Right.
And she'd already been in custody for 15 days and her thing was like 30 days.
Yeah.
So they were just like, yep, backdated. You only have to do 15 more. And she was like sick. And then there was another dude who was, I can't remember what it was. It was like theft or some shit.
Yeah.
But then the juicy one happened. It was like this attractive chick. Like, I was like, you don't deserve to be here. And then like it was for
just let her go.
It was for domestic violence against her boyfriend.
Yeah.
And I was just like, he probably did something wrong.
Yeah, he deserved it.
And then they go into the spiel and she hit him and did something and blah, blah, blah. And then it was funny because the judge was like, just to let you know, if you plead like she was pleading guilty to it.
Yeah.
That you can't have a gun license anymore. And she was like, oh, no, like I want my gun license. And
So she changed her plea?
Yeah, she changed her plea, right? So I'm sitting down in the crowd like this is the greatest day of my life. And then the judge is about to like hit the fucking,
The gavel.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden a dude from the audience stands up directly behind me.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's America. Like
Yeah.
I assume he's just going to start shooting the place up.
Yeah.
And he was this old, grizzly, bearded man, Duck Dynasty looking fuck. And he was just like, Judge. And then once he stood up, the bailiffs, I think they are, the dudes with a gun who are like security for the police officers actually, were just like hands on guns, didn't draw them, were like ready. And because he just started talking, that's not what you do in court.
Yeah.
And he was like, this is my daughter. She's a heroin addict. Her boyfriend took her out of rehab. By the time I got there, she was already doing heroin. She's got a 6-month child. I'm looking after it. I'm 75 years old, and just goes into this massive spiel. And the judge's like, whoa, 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 whoa. This is not how this works. Like, I will give you a time. Let me do this, and then I'll give you a time to shine. Goes along, does all this crap, blah, blah, blah. And this daughter was just like, don't listen to him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. And I was like, this is sick, right? And then he finally gets his moment in the sun and he just goes on this massive spiel.
And you're whooping and shit.
Yeah. It's like she used to be a collegiate basketball player. I don't know what that word means.
Collegiate just means she went to college and played basketball.
Okay, superstar. And she was hot. And then she got addicted to heroin. What was it? He was asking if she could be put into his
custody
because he was going to fly her to a remote island off Alaska somewhere, and it was this really prestigious rehab center that he had worked out to get for free and all this sort of stuff. And he's like, please, she's going to die if she, because apparently people do more drugs in prison.
Yeah, I've heard that.
I don't
know if that's true, but
this is what he said.
Yeah.
And from the TV shows that I've watched,
that's all I need.
Yeah, that's it.
That's all I need.
So he's saying it's pretty brutal actually. He starts crying and stuff. Yeah. And then the judge was like, we don't do that. Like we can't just put her in she's a convicted felon.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden the daughter does a huge backflip and was just like, oh, Daddy, they're going to take me to jail. And just starts crying and like fucking moving and shit. They're all shackled together as well.
All the people being
they're
tried.
All like in the fucking, so weird. Yeah. And she's moving and they're all moving.
Because they have to.
Yeah. She's shackled to the other lady. I think the dudes were shackled together and the women were shackled together. And there's a bit of leeway. But she's moving and shit. And she's like, oh, Daddy, they're going to take me to jail. I want to go to rehab. Don't let them take me, Daddy. And she's just freaking out. And I'm fucking smiling, which is weird. But it was so like all the emotions just like within a minute. She was like, fuck you. Don't listen to him. Daddy, help me. And I was like, oh, this is a fucking heroin addict. Like,
so you got to watch this amazing little soap opera unfold.
So crazy.
Who was it who sent that voice note? What was his name?
Jeremy.
So Jeremy, I guess Tait's advice is commit a small crime so that you go to court and then you get to watch all the rest of this stuff unfold.
You can go there without getting a movie
Encourage him to break the law a little bit. Have fun.
Get shot. But yeah, she ended up getting taken away and that was the end of it. And then we watched, so Alaska apparently is the only state in America that has a second chance program for DUI people.
Right.
Because drink driving is huge.
Yeah.
You can't enter Canada if you got a DUI charge.
Yeah.
Or drink driving as we call it here. I guess it's driving under the influence.
As in the DUI yeah.
So they had this scheme, essentially, like if you say for a year, I will not go to a place that sells alcohol unless I work there. I'm on like a curfew after 10 p.m.
For driving or just in general?
Yeah, driving as well, I think, and in general. and like you're just all of a sudden you're like this Mormon, like you sign up for this thing for a year. And if you do it for a year and like you don't, it's a pretty small place, I think.
Yeah.
So it's probably pretty easy if you went into like a register or something, they could find you or see you. So yeah, so my friend ended up doing that. So she did it successfully. So that charge got dropped. But there was this girl in there that was dumb as two rocks, right? And the judge was like, "Do you want to do that?" And she was like, "Nah." And they were like, "You're gonna get." She was 20. You had to be under 26 or something like that,
Right.
and she was like 22 or something like that. And they're like, "Do you want to like? This is the only place in all of America that
we can like double or nothing."
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Nah."
So she just wanted to go to jail.
I like no. Well, she just loses her license. That's it. Like it wasn't that serious.
You have that here, don't you?
In Victoria, we do.
Yeah. Don't you have it here as well? I think you have it here too. Like in W. These things don't apply to me. I don't drink, so I don't concern myself with all the little rules and stuff. But I have heard people talk about them.
So I was on the Golden Point, which I've written a joke about it and haven't like released it yet. So
the gambling thing.
Yeah. So it's the Golden Point is if you lose all your points in like say I think you have 5 or 6 when you're on your P plates, probationary. The government gives you an option. They go, "We'll give you 1 point for 1 whole year."
Oh yeah,
it's the Golden Point.
Yeah.
So essentially, you get 1 extra compared to everyone else.
Yeah.
Or you lose your license for 3 months, right? If you successfully, so it's either Golden Point or the 3 months. If you lose that Golden Point, you double it and you lose your license for 6 months.
Yeah.
So it's pretty like, but to not have your license for 3 months, it might even be 6 months and 12 months. I'm not too sure. It was 18. I was 18 when this happened to me.
Yeah.
And I just find it so funny that our government's like, double or nothing.
One week would be a cunt of a thing, to be honest.
Well, I can't.
1 week not driving is hard.
Oh, yeah. I also too, like, I haven't had, since that time, I haven't had a point taken away.
Yeah.
Have you ever lost a point?
No.
Fucking just good guys around here.
But I think even if I drank, I just would not do it. And I've never, there hasn't been a crossover. I haven't had it for anything, but like I'd never, the drinking one's a big one for me because I know lots of people that have done it and do it. I know we know people who do it.
There's a lot of comedians who do it.
And I don't fucking get it. I just don't get it.
No, it's so silly. It's like, one, we just spoke about going to jail.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
For all of our, like, let's be honest, for the people that I hang around with, the only way they could go to jail is literally drink driving and crashing into someone.
Yeah, and they do it.
And it only takes, weirdly, like I went around the corner up here on Saturday night last week. I'm driving, it's pretty dark, and a dude was just crossing the road, just willy-nilly, headphones on. I had to slow down. Like I would have hit him.
I keep seeing it with people on those fucking scooters. They just zoom across the road and they don't look.
Yep.
It's like you're not, do you think that you are as protected on that thing as you would be in like a car or something? What is happening here?
Yeah, it's bonkers.
Insane.
But that was our prison talk, ladies and gentlemen. You've got a gig to go to.
Yeah.
So
better get going, actually.
We need to shoot off. Thank you so much for Jeremy.
And, thanks for all the notes and stories.
The other fellow, I think, who's nameless.
We've got more. We'll get to them. Thank you. Keep sending them in. We love them. We appreciate you.
If you got any prison stuff, send it through.
Yeah.
Thanks, bye.
Bye.